Good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Behemoth back with some more Satisfactory. So, I'm gonna get right into it. That's about enough damned jibber jabber. So, first things first, I need to get down the hill and grab myself some more steel. Now, as much of these, how many of these do I have ready to go? So I might as well take what I've got down there. No point in not. Tubes are still cranking away, everything up here. Alright. Okay, good. I got cables, I got wires, I got stuff and or things. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm thinking tonight I might end up doing the rebuilds on my construction lines that I'm going to need to do some. First priority is getting enough steel to get it encased. I've got the concrete on me, so I just need the beams. Oh, damn it. I got myself wrapped around a little bit. Oh, I got a slug here I haven't grabbed. A random sluggo dude. Alright, so this should take me right by the sand that I don't need. Assuming I can get this damn thing off this rock I've magically high-centered myself on. Come on, you blasted machine. Alright then. So... Yep, Sam is pretty much doing exactly what I need it to. Yeah, screw it. Let's take the direct route. Woo! Quartz, sulfur, good. That was the topsy-turvy winding steel manufacturing. See, now it's doing exactly what I want it to. Even though it's a pure node of iron, it's flowing continuously. There's no stoppage on that belt or on this one, so it's... Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I needed it to do. I could bump up the output a little bit with slug batteries, but it's doing what I needed to for right this very second. Yeah, 1,000, 2,000. Got about a 2 seconds between batches. That's fine, because it's 2.7 seconds on processing. So this is going to run non-stop. And Nice and steady. Alright, steel production is running smoothly. Really? 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 Okay. Now this might actually be enough. I need 47, so... And that'll get me oil processing. It's got me up to 90. I'll just craft all of them for now. You know what? No, I won't. Because I don't think I'll need all of them. At least not in... Let me check. No, I do need some. I need some for my level 2s, so... Yeah, I'll just get a full stack. If I want to upgrade my miners, I'm going to need more. I always found it interesting how anything with alien tech in it causes a little bit of visual distortion. The Mercer spheres and those weird-ass S crystals do the same thing. They glitch out your inventory screen just a little bit. Can I get over it? I can get over it. I'll take 200 of it just in case. Probably won't need 200 of it, but...
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Interact with toilet. Becky was here. Who the hell is Becky? And why is she tagging my toilet thing? Join us on the dog shit frontier adventure. Korolev sucks. Okay. Good to know. I could crank out some fluctuators if I really wanted to. I'm waiting for that ship to come back, so I might as well. So I can get the next... Oh, it's 8 minutes? I'm not going to stand around here for 8 damn minutes. Most of that from the oil. Could theoretically get you right now. You're going to come from oil as well.
Potential for harnessing alien energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate Summersloops safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
The loop organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rot and recycling. Shrines to evolution and revolution.
I see. It seems we truly are building understanding.
Alright, so I got 52 of these. 8. Versatile frameworks. I don't really need 20 versatile frameworks just chilling here. It's not accomplishing much. I need beams for the power switch. Geothermal generator would very much come in handy. I know there are a couple places I could get that. I have the crystals I need, or the boards I need, but I don't have the SAM stuff I need. I need to create a bunch of that SAM further refined. And that further refined SAM requires SAM fluctuators, tubes, and wire. And I need to grab one more of each while I'm here. These lines are still doing their things. Good, good. Foundations are done. Looks like my storage is done, so my copper is mostly complete. Rotors. And stators I need here. Alright, let's see if there's anything worth grabbing down there at the sink. One thing I'm really saving for, and it's going to take a long damn time to get, is the steel pipes. I'm saving for the golden nut statue, because there is an achievement for the golden nut statue. But that's going to cost me 1,000. Ah! My retinas! Yeah, 1,000 for the golden nut. None of the rest of this stuff is hypertube wall attachments, hypertube floor. Yeah, none of this is super necessary. Skins, lights. If I were building my factory to look pretty, I would concern myself with some of this crap, but since I'm mostly just concerned with function over form, I'm not too worried about all this. Already got the coffee cup. Don't need any of that stuff. I could buy the smokeless powder I need, but that's just lazy. I need empty canisters. Okay, so now let me see. Refinery refines fluid and/or solid parts into other parts. Plan input. And space can be created. Alright. Oil extractor. I need more motors and more encased beams before I go for that. So I'd need oil and I'd need refineries. Now, I know there's oil up here on one of these islands. I don't recall which one exactly. So if I start pumping oil there, probably bring it to here, across the shallows right there. And then I could run a belt through here and down to the power plant. Or, now that I have a stupid amount of Caterium and don't need it right now, I could retask him to bring the oil down. Well, I need to get the process built first to see what I can actually do with the oil. See how far I need to take it. And I need to see if I have coal deposits out there for a power plant as well. Because I'd prefer not to have to run a power line all the way through there. Alright, what do we got next? So we got oil processing and jetpack, industrial manufacturing, monorail train tech, fluid packaging, petroleum power. Both of those could come in handy. Packager, empty canister, pack fluids, packaged water, packaged oil, packaged fuel. So I have some. I need beams and copper sheets. I have some copper sheets. I'm going to grab 5 more stacks. Or 4 more stacks. should have those here. I do. So an even 1,000 and enough to do some building. Right on, right on. Beams aren't going to be available for right now. And I just have a little bit of plastic. Plastic is pretty much guaranteed to be from oil. Okay. So down to the coast and see what I can see after I grab a couple I know it was motors and reinforced foundations. So motors are right up here. And they're slow. I honestly don't know if I need any more of these, but I'm not going to toss them into the refiner quite yet. Good. I need 400. Alright, so I'm going to have to do some cleanup out there. I know there were some rocks I still needed to break out there at the islands. And then I'm going to have to do some work on how I establish my production flow up there. So there's going to be a little bit of work to do before I can start actually processing oil. Okay, so this might actually take me to where I need to be. Yeah, looks like got a nice little half a road here. Alright, where's the narrows? Narrows are there. I might actually be able to get this thing across here without drowning it. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so... Nope. Damn it. Fuck off and die, fuck off and die. Alright, so I'm seeing something that looks an awful lot like an oil slick on the ground right there. So... that is crude. Pure crude, even. Alright, so... let's get to crafting. I'll go recover you in a minute, but first, I'm gonna need myself a crafting bench out here. Oh good, it drifted far enough. Nice, nice, nice. We'll go for 40 of those, and that should give me enough to get the line started out here. Again, I'm going to have to find coal for power to get this line online. Alright, I'll just line it up towards... you know what, I'll line it up towards here. I'm probably going to do most of my packaging on this island, so... crude oil. So it seems pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So let me... oh, did I pocket my damn scanner again? I think I did. I think I did pocket my scanner. Stashed it somewhere. Oh no, it's there. It's just not in my inventory. What do I not need right this second? Chainsaw I don't need right this second. Let's see what we got. Okay, so yeah, that's not viable. That's too damn far. Well, hell. I mean, eventually, once this thing is up and running, I can do its own... I can use it to power itself. Eventually. But that's not going to be the case right away. So, no way around it. I'm going to have to power this sumbitch off of either super long... I'm either going to have to run super long power cables, or I'm going to have to do a biomulcher out here. And biomulcher would probably be more efficient. More than one, eh? Alright. More than two, eh? Ah. Yeah, I see you, you little shit. You wish to fight? I'll shoot you in the face with rebar. Fuck off and die, fuck off and die, fuck off and fuck off, and fuck off and die. And just clear all this, get the right amount of... You know, they will actually need a chainsaw before I need that. Now, let's see, is there... I'm thinking this is another one. Thinking you are too. Now what? Oh, that's just a little summer sloop thing that grew up here. Alright. Alright, so... Not seeing a ton of other stuff around here that's of any significant value. You want some? Alright, what else did we have out here? Oh, you little shits in my way of me exploring this island thoroughly. You little spitter bastards. Fuck off and die, little gas ball. Fuck off and die. Alright, so nothing here. I've got some actual gas geysers over here, the stone ones. And one of you bastards. Get out of that area. Don't need to be. Don't need to be bleeding through my gas mask filters while I was in the middle of a fight. One of these days I'll get around to manufacturing some actual healing items. And some more up there to pop. Sluggo! How you doing, Sluggo dude? Another one of those, and another slug over there. Iron down there. No! You will leave me in peace. All of you freaky little explodey bitches. Two of those over there. Not seeing any deposits of any kind. Okay, good. It healed from the last one, but... Come on. Let's get these skies cleared. Good night, Big Ugly. Alright, so we got little pod dude out there, and maybe something of value out there. Maybe. Come on. Alright, yeah, there's something here. Another Mercer sphere. And maybe some style of refinable over there. Come on.
Look through the window. Witness a deep and sing for us.
I am still unable to initiate communication. How are you doing it?
We composed a resonant song to curb the effigy, tapping into the inner currents. We sacrificed our blood and our temples and left the metal in from the void to eat our flesh.
That's a lot to unpack. How do you tap into these inner currents?
Consume our blood, worship at our altars, curb the melody.
I do not understand.
Flat frequencies paint straight lines. The blood is a teacher. Each altar is a window.
Processing data.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like everything that's out here, other than a Mercer sphere and a slug. The only thing of importance over here was that oil. And that's all there is on this entire Chunko Islands. Now, the northern islands might have something else for me. But there are no deposits here. I got a sloop, I got a Mercer. Alright. So this only has fluid output, so the only thing it's going to connect to is a refinery. So it's going to have to go refinery or nothing, but I'm going to need enough space to get some probably versatile and easy to manufacture. Has a wide range of uses. Alright, so plastic would just be plastic and rubber production. Can be further refined into fuel and petroleum coke. 2 plastic, 2 residual plastic, 2 rubber, smokeless powder, okay, residual fuel. Fuel can be used to generate power, or packaged to be used as fuel. Alright, so if I need more plastic. I need 200 for fluid packaging. So plastic, crude oil turns into heavy oil residue and plastic. Okay. Well, that's easy enough, and it doesn't require anything else to be fed into it, so... Valve limits pipeline flow rates. Okay. Alright, so let me see here. If I go with plastic is just heavy oil residue, less efficient coal replacement. I don't have polymer resin yet. I could do a smokeless powder run here. So eventually what I'm going to need is something to feed into it. You know what? I'm going to try it. I don't know how it's exactly going to work. Drop items here to upload to the dimensional depot. 15 per minute. And then anything that I upload to it. You know what? Let's do this and I'll test it. Well, it doesn't need a power supply to do that, so... Don't really need loose sulfur, but it clears the space for something else. Okay. Uh, 38, that's one tick, so that'll process fast. And yeah, I'm going to need a biofuel burner to get this thing working out here. It shouldn't be different stacks. It's not, okay. So, and then you. Now this one does take a little bit longer to do by hand. But not critically, since it's 8. Let me think. So these quantum storages aren't really super useful until I have 2 or more of them. I have the Mercer spheres I need to do that. That won't be a problem. Okay, so you know what, right over here will work. Alright, so stock, you crank out 30. And how much do you take? 40. You take more than one of those. So you take 70. So just that 2 items over there take 70 power. Well, hell. 60. 75. This will just get it working. If I don't add anything else to the line. I'm going to need fluid storage of some flavor. Fluid buffer. And I'm going to need inbound and outbound storage as well. Alright, so this should just do crude to plastic and heavy oil residue. And then I need to find something that heavy oil residue can be used for. Crude oil to heavy oil residue. You know what? I'm thinking that there were recipes that required heavy oil residue. So nothing here. There's no one-to-one for it. plastic and copper for circuit boards. I'll need to crank out a ton of that eventually. Don't think there's going to be any foundry recipes for it, but nah, doesn't hurt to check. Oil extractor, water extractor could come in handy potentially. Polymer resin if I just want to crank out fuel, but I don't have the ability to package it yet, so fuel wouldn't be super useful. Black powder, heavy oil. Alright, there we are. I need heavy oil residue for black powder to make smokeless powder. Okay, so I knew I had seen it somewhere. I knew I had seen a use for heavy oil residue somewhere. Your polymer resin and water. Just straight oil. Polymer resin and water. And this is just oil to plastic and heavy oil. So I do need the heavy oil to get the smokeless powder, to get the guns and the ammo and all that jazz. So that'll give me the plastic. That'll store the heavy oil residue. Well, let's get this sumbitch online. Let's get it cranking. I've got probably enough fuel to keep it going for a bit. There goes the plastic. There goes the heavy oil residue. Alright, so I don't need to leave these here. They're just for recipe checking. And I don't need you right now. I'll need you eventually. I'm going to start sorting a bunch of other stuff into here. Stuff I just don't need on me right now. I'll go 50 more of you. Now I'm going to have to research fuel on its own separate progress bar. So I'm going to have to be using biofuel for a bit down here. Alright, so time to keep checking this area out, see what else I can get around here. I'll go check that island across there first. Work my way north. There's a crashed ship there, but I think I already got that. What are you? Limestone? Don't need you. Hogs. One more of you, huh? Two more of you. Oh, and you're a big boy, ain't you? Toto! Okay, he's stuck. Alright, big ugly. Okay, you're done, you're done. Let's see here. Alright, you big ugly bastard. Show me your smiling face. Gotcha. Alright, did I clear this box? I did. You're empty. No resources left lying about. Not seeing anything of significant value over here on this little island either. I've got a hive there. Oh, yeah, another big bastard. It will be nice to switch over to the rifle when I can get it. Smokeless powder is the first step on that. And I'm getting the heavy oil residue I need for the smokeless powder, so step by step, getting closer. Yeah, let's get rid of that thing, just so I can explore without fuss. I'm not expecting to find a whole lot around here of significant value, but if I can get rid of that thing, I can at least check more safely. So there must have been another one right there. So one maxed out biofilter thing is enough to keep just the bare minimum of a power or a oil production online. So I'm not going to be able to expand production to any level. I have no idea how much one pure oil node, how many refineries it can run. Oh, out of fuel. That's alright, leaves can be used. Not quite as efficient as wood, but it'll still get the job done. So if I wanted to build a constructor or even two to automate the refinery of solid fuel, I would need another power plant. Okay, so nothing on this island of value. I cleared the crashed ship last time I was here. No mineable deposits. There's a small surface deposit of quartz back there, but that's... I don't know, is that even worth the effort of mining it? Yeah, why not? Oh, I am running out of ammo. Okay. I've got something over here, maybe could be possibly, that I could harvest up. Now, ammo, I can make more ammo, that's relatively easy. I would just have to build a equipment workshop over here, and I have the resources for one of those. Hey, we do have something here. Nice, nice, nice. You're moderately useful. Alright, so all the southern islands are clear. Now it's just this main northern one that might theoretically have something useful for me. Sulfur deposit, do not need. Got another golden. Oh, big boy. Alright, so I've got to have to do this. Now, are you dead? Yes, you are. Alright. I was slapping around a dead guy for a couple hits there. Alright, so... I've got water. This looks like water. Crude oil. Okay, so this is more oil. And another gold. Come on, piggy piggy. Excellent. Alright, so these are outlying, crude oil normal, crude oil pure. Oh, I've got a bunch of oil deposits over here. Okay. Now let me see, is this... not a refinery, of course it's not a refinery. Oil extractor. Okay, so this oil extractor doesn't work on this kind of oil node. Okay. We got impure. This is much, much bigger. We got like 5 deposits here. One big one impure, one pure, one normal, 2 impures. Okay, so this will eventually be my primary oil production facility. It's easily the largest one I've found so far. Hello there, little fella. You ain't gotta worry about me. I ain't gonna kill you. No point to it. Alright, so far all that's here is that oil deposit. And that is right in the middle of the lower end. More sulfur not needed. Okay, got a blue slug there. And another surface level oil deposit right behind me. And 2 nests. Even though I'm out of fracking ammo, yeah, that's oil. I can probably clear this fight. Yep, I can win this fight. That one probably not, but I don't need that one. Crude oil pure. Alright, so I've... yeah, this is like Oil Island right here. This is just ton of oil. You know what, I could take that thing out. You know what, there'll probably be a faster way to do it. If I get one of these on it as soon as it opens and spits its dudes out, I was hoping I could catch them all in the initial explosion. So what do we got? What do we got? 3 spitters. You just... yeah, you're just limestone. That would be the way to do it, and that slope looks much more manageable. Alright, so quartz. Limestone. Why are 3 spitters protecting a frickin' limestone surface deposit? That doesn't make any damn sense. More bauxite. I don't have a need for this yet, but I've also not found a ground deposit for it, so